got some crucial information to share. So, you want to start off, first of all, get yourself like one of these apps. Like I use a Chronometer. Get yourself an app, track your calories, track your macros. It's real easy. That's the first step. And then get yourself like a Keto BM and test your blood, and just kind of do that every other day, and make sure that you're in ketosis, and and you can kind of monitor that level, and kind of guess like, oh, I ate this and it made my ketones higher, or I ate that and it made it lower. That day I had like 20 carbs or something, and now my ketones are lower, and that's a good way to gauge it. And I did some deep thinking, and because I've done keto 4 times, and I've cut 4 times with keto, and I remember back to the first time I did it, I got like pretty ripped and vascular, down to I measured one time was a 9% body fat, and the only difference that time was actually that I did an 18-6 fast, and right now I'm doing like a 16-8. So there is a difference with the amount of time that you're fasting. And not only that, if you do a longer fast and then you work out during your fast, let's say you fast all the way to like noon, right? And you stop eating at 6. And then at noon, or maybe 1 or 2, you do some exercise. Well, now you're in a fasted state. So the first thing that your body's going to take away is fat. So when you work out in a fasted state, it's gonna add to your lean factor that much more. And not only that, when you're in a prolonged fasted state, your body's actually producing more HGH, which is human growth hormone. So doing your strength training or cardio at the end of your fast is also beneficial, and even fasting longer than a 16-8 and going for like an 18-6 is even more beneficial. I mean, obviously you gotta keep your calories at a certain level. Like, for me, for instance, I'm like 161 right now, and like a mild weight loss would be like 2,000 to like 2,100 calories. And then if you want to go more aggressive and lose weight faster than that, then you could lower it even more. But obviously, when you speed up the process, you're going to be giving away some muscle as you do it. So the method that I'm going for right now I'm doing a 16-8, and I'm just trying to lose maybe a half a pound a week at this point, because I've actually been doing like a 2,000 calorie diet, and I do strength training and cardio every day, and I've actually been losing a lot of weight. Like this month I lost like 7.8 pounds. So it's happening a little bit faster than I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is, my game plan is that on days where I'm actually strength training and doing cardio, I'm going to keep my calories at like 2,100. And then my off days, or maybe I'm just doing light cardio and not doing any strength training, then I'll lower my calories down to maybe 2,000, because I don't need all those calories. And that's the adjustment I'm going to make for now. But as an update to what I'm doing right now, it's going pretty well. I probably started at 27-28% body fat, and I'm at week 7 now. I've lost 8 pounds, and basically I'm maybe down to 20-25% body fat now, maybe at the higher end of that. Starting to have some abs poking through, some veins poking through, but the coolest thing about this time, since I've been kind of cutting slower than before, is that I'm completely keeping my strength. Like I'm at actually a little bit stronger now than when I was when I last ended my standard diet and off keto. So, and what's actually contributed to that is that once I got into ketosis, and a couple weeks in, I had a torn rotator cuff the pain on that was unbearable. I had to limit my workouts, and I couldn't go heavy. That is gone because of the fasting and autophagy, or however you pronounce that word. Basically, that's the your body rebuilding itself and healing itself through fasting, and and eating a ketogenic diet. Well, that has completely healed my shoulder, and now I'm at 100% operating range here, baby. So yeah, that's just some things to take away from this, so things are going great. Other things to consider is the diet and what you're actually eating. This time around, I'm having a little bit more difficulty with just sticking to just strict, like, let's say for instance steak or eggs or whatever. I've been kind of exploring. I'm not only that, I'm making different meals that I've recipes that I've looked up, and I've started. I'll eat like these Quest peanut butter cups, which are just basically, they got like one net carb, which I don't really go by net carbs. I go by totals because there are some calories hidden in that fiber there. So, and there's a lot of bloating and things like that, but I'm trying to get back to just a strict, basic, pure diet instead of like these snacks and treats and things like that. You want to kind of stay away from that kind of stuff because it's going to limit your progress. Not only that, there's always carbs associated with those treats and that, and you want to do away with that. Limit the carbs as much as you can.